All right, here we go. I have had quite an experience so far. I think this video is just going to be me talking about that, the learning process, the ins and outs that I've picked up so far, and just things I've realized about myself, which is quite wild. Who would have thought that creating a YouTube channel would be like an introspective process? But it is. One thing I noticed when I was starting this video was like I favor my left hand side. So like when I'm sitting, I slant this way. And it's interesting because I broke my collarbone when I was young, and so I wonder if just like throughout my life I've kind of compensated in some way and I've just never noticed it until I was on camera. But like, I don't know, maybe I'm being crazy, but I feel like this side's lower. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's on my. I just added it to my like life to do list. Maybe a chiropractor or I don't know what type of physician could help me with that, but I'm gonna look into it. I think posture is really important. The longer I overcompensate, the worse it'll probably get. And I crack my neck all the time as well, so yeah, interesting. I would have never known that until I started kind of recording myself. All right, interesting way to start this. So I've been having a lot of fun. I have noticed that one of my like lifelong tendencies is kicking in. Um, I might have mentioned this before. I don't know if I released the video or not, but I have a tendency to want to be at the finish line without running the race, or I want to be at the top of the mountain without necessarily climbing the mountain, and that is it's playing out with YouTube. So I want to know how to edit videos immediately. Um, the Matrix, maybe stop saying as much. The Matrix is fascinating. The movie for people that remember it, where they just plug a cable into your head and all of a sudden you know something. So maybe yeah, maybe one day Elon Musk will perfect Neuralink and that's a whole other subject. Okay, so yeah, I just want to be a great video editor right now. I want to know how to make thumbnails, and want to know how to piece things together perfectly. And when I think about learning and just doing it a baby step at a time, which is how I have like accomplished goals in the past, I get stuck and kind of like yeah, I just procrastinate. So today I'm gonna try really hard to kind of just go with the flow and start practicing. I created a video for a story, an experience, an adventure I had from Jim Corbett National Park to Varanasi in India. And I got some really good feedback on it that would require me to make edits to the video, which I appreciate sincerely the feedback, and I will make those edits. But yeah, that's kind of the procrastination has kicked in. And I don't even know if it's procrastination. It's just, yeah, I want to be perfect at everything immediately without having to work and practice. And that's just not how life works. So today I'm going to spend time editing that video. I'm going to record some other videos. I'm going to try practicing some stories that I've written down. I do have a trip planned at the end of July. So I leave on July 31st and I get back August 15th, I think. And I bought the tickets and stuff, but I was thinking about recreating that process of like how do I determine what destinations I want to go to? How do I figure out what the entry requirements are? What visa fees are attached, what I kind of need to know about before I go to the country so I don't make any political or cultural gaffes. Just yeah, the thought process that goes into planning trips abroad. And I thought it would be relevant because I'm leaving in like a week now, so I could recreate that process. At least the decision making that went into it initially, and then the plane. I still haven't gotten hotels yet and like accommodations, and I know that for Machu Picchu you need to set up like a specialized tour, or you need a government sanctioned tour group to go with. So I still have to set that up. So that might be a good video. The other thing that has come up as like I kind of make progress in this journey is when I speak on something I'm really passionate about, I can ramble and talk and talk and talk, and I can get scatterbrained and just like go on side tangents, which I think is like an endearing quirk of my personality, maybe for like my friends who know me. But for people that don't know me and like don't expect that, I am sure they get bored very quickly. Yeah, so, and obviously, like, grabbing attention right out of the gate is important so that people watch the whole video, and I haven't figured out exactly how to do that. My thinking is I can create like three lengths of videos, um, or at least just like when I create a video, I can go into it with the intention of like, this is going to be a really short story. This is going to be a medium length story. This is going to be me rambling on and on and on. And maybe if a community ever kind of is built, at some point in the future, maybe somebody will appreciate that. So yeah, that's another thing that's kind of come up. And then there have been video trends that I've been seeing, which is amazing. It's somewhat odd because there are videos that I've uploaded that are really special to me, and they're not special to like the wider YouTube audience, which is interesting, and it I guess that's expected. Somebody watching a video, in some far off location doesn't know the feelings that I was having when I recorded the video, so it's entirely understandable that like, yeah, maybe it's kind of pretty, and so I'll watch it for 10 seconds, but the context behind the video isn't there. At least at this point, maybe I can do voiceovers and stuff to explain it better. So yeah, I've uploaded a couple videos where I'm like, oh, this might do well because it's so cool to me, and then it gets 5 views, and it's like, oh shit, that's kind of disappointing. Yeah, but it all comes with the learning process and just overall growth, which is something I'm going to continue working at. I do think I will give this a solid 6 months. It is fun to kind of sink my teeth into a new hobby, into learning something new. So, yeah, overall, about a month in, it's been a terrific experience. And it could continue being a terrific experience, and it could become even better, especially if I dedicate, more time to just like quality content. So far, I've just mostly been relying on older videos, brief clips that I took on past trips with the intention of just looking at it myself, kind of as just a reminder of the experience. Having no idea I would ever start a YouTube channel. So they're very much for me, and some of them, I think just the natural setting, the wildlife, the history, the whatever attracts certain people, and they are interested in it, and some of the videos have done okay. But if I keep practicing and actually develop a content style that is aesthetically pleasing and the flow is good and maybe my delivery is good, I think that, potentially I could add entertainment value to the channel. So for the most part, that's my thought process. A lot more has been going on in my head as to how I can improve and what I need to focus on in short term and long term. And as I sit here and say, another thing pops into my head where when I begin recording, I should at least have an outline for what I'm going to say, kind of the main talking points. That way I don't, go off into left field, or I don't forget an important part of the story. No more So having an outline of talking points will be very beneficial. I did not do that for this video. I think I have another story in mind that I want to record today So for that one, I will certainly write down at least a general outline, and then maybe I'll keep the like. This is more of a video journal, and it will be rambly because it is kind of my thoughts. But maybe the free form format would be good for these specific videos. Yeah, and I don't want to sound scripted, and I don't want to get into a routine of, just I like the freedom of just, turning the camera on and kind of speaking my mind. So I will continue mulling that over. There's definite value to creating a draft, so I at least talk about main things and don't forget anything and don't add things that are unnecessary. Um, but yeah, I want to keep it natural. So I feel like there were a couple other things I wanted to talk about, but nothing else is coming to mind at the moment. I think, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you, everybody that has watched so far. It really does mean a lot. I see myself repeating a lot of things that I've seen other people on the internet talk about, and like feelings they're expressing, and now I totally understand. I can empathize with it on a deeper level. Of it really does mean a lot when somebody leaves a comment or even a like, or a video does somewhat well. It's a really neat feeling. So totally always open to feedback. I do want to get better. It will be taken into consideration. Um, I think way too much, and sometimes that can paralyze me. It prevents me from taking definitive steps. So feedback is great because it allows me to like center myself and have a clear direction. Because it's like maybe I've thought of something and somebody leaves a comment and reinforces it, or a friend, yeah, gives me extensive feedback, and it's like, oh yeah, I thought about that too. Like, I've thought about a lot of things, but that one is noticed by you as well, so let's move in that direction. And then I've also gotten some feedback where it's stuff I never even considered, and it's like, oh yeah, that's awesome. Like, let me try to figure out how to do that. Um, so yeah, comments are really nice. Feedback is really nice, and just thank you for watching. I have a strong feeling. Wow, 13 minutes. The watch time on this is not going to be 13 minutes long, but we'll see. Maybe somebody will stick it out. Okay, yeah, that's it. I'm going to keep working on it today. Hopefully, I'll have like one actually customized and edited video ready for this evening. It's about 11:50 my time, Pacific time, so maybe at like 5 or 6. I also need to clean my apartment. So anyway, all right, cheers. Take care, everybody. Thank you, and we will talk again soon. All right, so somebody brought this to my attention, and it's very true. It does make me cringe a little bit, but with practice, I'm sure it'll get better. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, set notifications to be on, and yeah, I do have a lot of ideas for this channel. I think it'll continuously get better and better, and there should be, entertainment value here and there. So yeah, I appreciate everybody that does watch this. I appreciate, likes and subscribers and all of that. So please go ahead and do that if you wish. And check back. I will have another video here pretty soon. Thank you.